identify. Let me see if I could identify. Well, we know Anthony is the man in the middle. Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me see who is Luan. Let me see. Luan. Okay. Luan is the one with the bando in her hair.
Wrong. That's Leanne.
Damn it. I can never get it right. So Leanne is the bando and Luan is the
Yes.
the one. Okay,
That's
all right.
Luan, eh?
Luan
That's Luan and that's Leanne.
and that's Leanne. All right. So the first question that comes to mind is Leanne and Luan, are they twins? Are you guys related or something?
No, we're not. We get that a lot.
So did Anthony name you guys?
And imagine if you notice both of them have space teeth too, eh?
Yes, Anthony, it's like you carved them out, like you created them, like you named them. You know. So okay, all right. We want to hear your guys' story. And again, this is a judgment-free zone. Right along is where everybody get to share their story. Everybody get to tell their particular story. So start with us, Anthony. Where did you meet these two beautiful ladies that you now call your girlfriends? Tell us the story.
It's 3 years now. It's 3 years ago. I was seeing them both, and I kind of like people have a theory saying like a man cannot be in love with two women. Well, like I am against that. Because that happened to me. I fell in love with both of them, and then it was hard for me to be lying to them both, sneaking out at nights, and because I used to realize like it was breaking their heart. So it took me to man up one day, and then I just took the risk and planned it without them knowing, and invited them to a hotel, and then I told them to sit down. I had them to sit down. They were all surprised when they saw each other there because they had a little idea of each other because of the little up and down. And then I put them to sit down, and I had a mutual agreement with them, and told them how I feel. I told them everything that I was hiding in the past, what I was in the dark, and then I told them how I felt about both of them, and I told them every little single thing I was hiding, doing along, and then I came clean, and I told them how I felt about both of them. I was deeply in love with both of them,
Right.
So I gave them the options.
So far, that sounds good. I think every man wants to have that understanding, right? Like, I mean, okay, I could understand. I had times in my life where I was in love with many different people at the same time. But here's the problem, Anthony. The women never agreed.
Yes, I know
to that. Leanne and Luan, when he came to you guys and he said, okay, well, I'm in love with her and I'm in love with her, how did you guys feel about that? Leanne, let's go with you first. Leanne. Anthony came to you and Anthony said, Leanne, listen, I'm in love with you, but I am also in love with Luan, and I want you guys to be my two girlfriends. That's not
actually, I didn't give them that option at first.
Yeah.
That was not on the table. Like, it took a little moment to come to that conclusion because I never put that on the table. It was the last option that we realized that that was the only thing we could do because everybody, she loved me, she's in love with me, she don't want to leave me, she don't want to lose me, neither does she. I don't want to lose neither of them. So it was like a spark of the moment of us in an emotional breakdown. We just said, okay, you know what?
Maturity as well.
It was their choices as well.
But where's the jealousy? Where's the jealousy? Don't tell me you guys weren't jealous about it. Like, nah, hell no, brother. Are you crazy?
Well, it's
go ahead.
We human beings, jealousy does come, but it's not a jealousy where we will hate each other. Or it's a jealousy where we will want to leave each other or anything like that. It's just a feeling.
But the time for that has passed. We're together for 3 years. So it's like we overcome those stages of jealousy. We learn each other, we grow with each other. That's just how it is.
Yeah, no, I understand. I perfectly understand, right? But I just wanted to know how the acceptance phase, right? Because there is a point in time where every person, man and woman, wants to know or have that in them, that if they're with someone, they want to be with that person, and they want to be that person all, and that person should be their all. So I want to know, how did the rationalization and realization came in to say, well, okay, I would accept this, and this is okay, this is fine. Tell us about the process, Rihanna, Luan, either one of you guys. What you want me to tell? Hey, oh, hold on. You want me to tell Anthony to get out of the room? Let me and you talk. And
No, it's not a situation like that. Like, it's something that just happened. Like,
I believe that love can conquer anything.
Yeah.
It could break past emotions. Like, once you love somebody,
Yeah.
you know.
So at that moment, you don't really fear anything, you know.
You don't feel. Okay, who was the first girlfriend? Which one of you guys was the first?
Well, I was seeing Luan first, but it was like weeks apart. It was just like a couple weeks apart.
Right.
And so I was seeing her first, and then like about a week or 2 weeks after, I met her, and then I started seeing her. So like they were 2 weeks apart, and then like, you know, I was seeing both of them for a couple of months first, you know, until I was really in love with them because of the treatment I was getting from both of them equally, and I was feeling that some sort of equal, like it was a unique thing. I think that's what made us come together, because I was getting the same love and attention from them both, you know, and that's what that puzzled me.
Right, but what is it about Leanne that Luan can provide? I'm asking ignorant questions, because
yes, you could ask whatever you want, bro.
Okay, good. So what is it about Leanne that Luan can provide? What is it about Luan that Leanne can provide? Why both of them have to fulfill your singular need?
Well, you see, the fact about it is, for a situation so, it takes one to be rich in mind. You have to be rich in mind, because actually, it's 3 years now, and what has able it to be so far is the fact that I'm able to secure the needs. I'm able to fulfill everything that I'm supposed to do. I'm you know, everything that I'm supposed to do, I'm doing it. You know, I take care of them equally. I don't make any one of them feel neglected or any one of them get jealous, because I spend quality time with them individually and both, so that each of them get that feeling, you know, like they're okay, they have nothing to worry about. And then it's 3 years now, you know, if I have to buy something, I buy it for both of them. I don't make any one of this. There's no preference. There's no preference between the two of them. I don't love any one of them more than the other. So I don't treat any one of them better than the other. I do that equally, and then that's what has keep us together. And because none of them are feeling left out, I don't give them the opportunity to feel left out. You know. So
okay, talk to us about the living together arrangement. Of course, you say that you don't treat one of them better than the other. And that's understood, right? Understandable.
Yeah.
But of course, you're one person. You're one man, right? You could only sleep in one bedroom at a time, right?
Yes.
You could only be in one place at one time. So what if one of them have a special need for you tonight, like on Monday, and the other one say, I have a need for you on Monday as well? How do you separate yourself and be both with them at the same time?
Okay, now that is the uniqueness about us, because it's a chemistry that we have. You see, we have gone past jealousy, we have gone past competition, we have gone past all those things. So you see, average women would think on that level, because I'm living with them both. So it's naive. It would be naive of the average woman to see that, okay, Amber come out of the blue. She said, today Monday, babes, I want to do something with you. And then Luan would want to come out on a Monday, out of the blue. You understand me? It would not happen. It would never, that circumstance would never be, because they have that chemistry among themselves. So it's like, it happens automatically. If Luan requests that on Monday she wants me to go and spend time with her, I never have a problem if Leanne wants to do the same thing at the same time. She always is like an understandable thing, you know, because I balance that. I give them what coming to them equally, and then we spend more time with each other together than we do that individually. We spend more time with each other together. We go everywhere together because we're like one. You understand me? So the only time I would give them a special moment with me, because I understand there will be a time that one would need to vent, maybe that little unique time, you know, I give them that opportunity where I go and take a drive with one. I will go and spend, you know, time by the beach with one, just out of the blue, but they don't get jealous. There's no jealousy about that because they're very understanding. You understand me?
Very
Okay,
open-minded.
Leanne, let me ask you a question because I want you to speak. I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you, Leanne. Leanne.
Yes.
And this might be an interesting concept for people to understand, right? Now,
Yeah.
when Anthony take Leanne and to the say for a drive somewhere or to a movie somewhere or out somewhere, don't you feel left out? Don't you feel like what? But that's my boyfriend, and he's
Well,
Leanne. It's all this time with Leanne. Like, why is that?
okay, so I'll tell you, as human beings, we sometimes crave for alone time.
Right.
So in that time frame, I will spend alone time because I mean we are all human beings and we need that time for ourselves. So at that point, I don't waste time thinking about the jealousy or being naive. I take that time for myself to work on myself. Yeah.
So there's no
Some
jealousy.
alone time.
There's no jealousy. No jealousy.
I mean, we all mature here. We all mature.
No, there's no jealousy. You see, the thing about it is, at no time at all would I decide to leave the house. Let's say I would be here and say, hey, Leanne, let's go with me. It's always an option because it's like if I'm leaving the house, the option is for all of us, we're going somewhere together. The only time one would stay if she's not in the mood, like she just feels like staying home.
Yeah.
If Luan feels like staying home, she just say, hey, guys, you could go, I'll stay home. If, you know, that vice versa. But if every single for the 3 years we have been together, every single way is together. We're comfortable together, you know, everywhere together. We are hardly seen with one, unless if she's at work and I go and drop the other one to work or something like that, you know. But we're always together in public, and that's what that wake up St. Lucia, because people used to see us together every single way. On our page, you see us going to the Sulphur Springs, we're going to the movies, we're going to jet skiing. It's always about the 3 of us, you know, and we like a team. We're like a team, you know. We are with free incomes. We work together. We share passwords. We share bank accounts. We share everything. We have nothing hidden amongst each other.
That's a freaking dream. That to a lot of people. That's if you could come to that point. But let me ask you another question. So you guys sleep on the same bed or separate bedrooms?
No. We sleep together. We have a king size bed. We all sleep together. I sleep in the middle, and they sleep each on the other side. You know. And the reason for me calling this is what it's polygamy, because they are not intimately in love with each other. They are not. They are only in love with each other as best friends. You know, because of the love we are sharing. They are in love with me individually. You understand me? Each of them are in love with me individually, but we sleep in the same bed. And I know that the next question would be, what happens in the night? So
tell me I can ask anything in it.
Yes. You can ask anything. It's free. Well,
go ahead.
Like I said, they're not intimately in love with each other. They share their love through gifts, buying gifts and stuff for each other every now and then. But where love is concerned, I would say, you see, when it comes to intercourse, love has a lot of influence. When it comes to love, it has a lot of influence. At that time, you know, it's like a spark of a moment where we all come as one. And you know, it's something that we have that moment where we it's like we are each other's toys. We make the best of it at that moment, and after that, it's like we're back to reality. It's like, you know, you do something with somebody, and then like it's because of the feeling, that such feeling you get, you know, you drive you into it, and then when it's all done, you like, you know, like you snap out of it, you know, like. So with them, you know, we indulge. We indulge. We make fun. We have fun with each other. However we can, we would make it happen. But
threesome thing happening too.
Well, yeah, we partake. We'll partake, yes. Okay. But on a general scale, let's say if I'm not home or they're home alone, they don't indulge with each other. They don't watch each other that way. You know, it'll take me to create that spark. You know.
Right. Okay. Who's the better cook? Who's the better cook?
Who's a better cook? I can't say. They both cook.
Between either
Well,
both of them.
we all have our own skills, you know. So maybe she good in stew, I good in bake.
Yes.
You know, we all have our little different skill. I don't know how comes. Everybody good in a different category.
Okay.
When it comes to certain foods, this one will cook it. When it comes to certain food, she will cook it. You know, it's like that's how they work. And there's never a problem because, like I said, the chemistry is like, if it was two average women, they'll be like, that one want to run and cook for a boyfriend, and that one want to run and cook for a boyfriend, and a competition thing. There's absolutely no competition like that, you know. It's nothing like a problem for who going to cook or who going to wash. It's nothing. It just happens, like, you know, because everybody are grown and we are seen, we are open. So we never have an issue. We have, for 3 years, we have never been having an issue when it comes to jealousy or anything like that. No problem. My birthday, right? You see, on a normal scale, if a man has 2 women, his birthday come, that woman will want to run and buy something fast for him because she know he wants it, you know, like a competition. But on my birthday, you know, they would come together and buy everything for me together. So there's nothing I have and I'll say she bought it for me. Or that is like everything is from them. It's always them. Right. It's always the 2 of them.
So I notice is that this doesn't appear like that, right? Did you guys sit down and plan this thing out and say, okay, this is what we're going to
do? We never planned that.
So wait, no, there was no training involved in this. They just came in and everybody just fit into where they're supposed to fit in and do what they're supposed to do when they're supposed to do it. Just
yeah.
Yes, we never trained. Not no routine.
Anthony, there is something a little telling me. There had to be a conversation. Okay, you guys had to negotiate. There's no negotiation. Everybody mind just click like that.
Yeah, it's like, I'll be honest, like, you know, the first 2 to 3 months in our relationship, when we started, it was a little tense because, you know, everybody was a little uncomfortable because you don't know, you know, you just start.
Yeah.
But after, when we started getting used to with each other, because, like I said, chemistry, when people, you know, when you meet the right partners, and like if the 2 of them are just perfect, because here's what, the most important thing in a relationship, which breaks a relationship, is when people allow outsiders to come in and share views and tell you what to do with your relationship. And with our relationship, we have been together for 3 years, and then they are best friends. The 2 of them are best friends. They don't have any other friends, no outsiders. They're always together everywhere they go. They, you know, it's all about them. You don't see them separating, you know, nothing like that. So we don't get that kind of negativity around us. It's always about the 3 of us. Always, everywhere we go is about the 3 of us. So we don't get that kind of problems, you know.
Have another question before we open up the phone lines, guys. We go open up the phone lines for you very shortly, and I know there's a ton of questions that's gonna flow, and I'm happy that you guys are great so far. You know, taking all the questions, and we appreciate you. And we're not judging you, by the way. I'm not judging you guys. I love that you guys come together. You guys are living. You guys are happy. That's the main thing. That is amazing. So we're not judging you at all, and that's my ignorant questions. That's just my ignorant questions.
Yeah, man.
Who's the best love maker, Leanne or Luan?
Who's the best love maker?
Yes.
To be honest, I've been asking myself that a long time. I've been trying to ask myself that because I think that's why I cannot cheat. I believe that's the reason why I just cannot cheat, because it makes no sense. I am confused as to which one is the best. And I'm still there fighting that in my mind to figure out that, because it's you know, it's awesome. I'm busy trying to figure that.
I think that's a political answer. I think you don't want to say Leanne. No. Problems in the family. You know? So that's very, very political answer there, Mr. Anthony. Very, very good.
No,
I like
that. Honestly, and for real, because I don't give them any issues. I'm always home. I don't sleep out. For 3 years now, they don't get no stress from me. Nothing like that.
But a happy man is a happy man, and you're a happy man. I mean, you are in a position where, you know, you could Leanne on Monday, Luan on Tuesday. There's no, why would you want to cheat? Like, cheat on what? Cheat? What are you talking about?
Exactly.
You have no reason for that. You need to cheat. That is not even a word. Cheat.
Imagine from the first day, I just give them my password. Right. I give them my phone and my password one time. From the first day, I have time for that. Yeah,
Right.
anybody who see my phone you don't like, delete them. Anybody that looking suspicious, delete them. I got them for that.
Okay. Nice, nice. Okay, let's open up the phone lines right now, guys. If you want to
Sure,
call,
man.
this is the number that you call 718-701-5720. We're speaking here with Anthony, and Anthony is here with him and his two girlfriends, Leanne and Luan. They've been together now for 3 years, right? And they are happy. They're happy. They're happy. And Anthony cannot even tell us who is the better love maker. And they both are good cooks. They both cook very well. We
Yeah,
can't
man.
identify who's the best cook either. And they're happy. And the funny thing about it is this particular relationship, someone said to me today that we looking at this relationship and we thinking that it's kind of different and funny. But in just a few years, probably like the next 10 or so years, this might be
Yes.
the normal thing. This might be the normal thing where
It's less violence.
less
Less
violence.
violence. If yeah, man, because you know the women could cooperate like that, less violence, social media, fighting and stuff like that. You know, people would cooperate more because I mean, there's more the ratio. They have more women to men. You know, so if every man were to pair up with a woman, there will still be a lot of women out there who doesn't have any men. You know?
Right. But here's
So,
a million
and
dollar
then-
question. Here's a million
Yeah,
dollar
man.
question, Anthony.
Yeah,
As we take this call on the line right now, I'll take the call and then I'll ask the $1 million question. Caller, you like where you calling us from?
Brooklyn Junior.
Hey, that sounds like Inspector. Go ahead, Specky.
That question is for Anthony.
He could hear you. He could hear you very well.
yeah, man, I hear you.
One of the tell him at jealous thing because in Grenada they will call us all kind of names. But,
Just
if one of the girls decide to ask him to tell him they want to bring in a next partner, like a next guy, if they see somebody they like, how we go react?
That was my $1 million question, Specky. You take it right away from that is a very important question.
Yeah.
If
Well-
come on and say, Anthony, you know, I know, you know, we've been doing this for such a long time, but I want more, and I want to bring in another guy. Your response, Anthony?
Well, my response to that is I would wonder why, because to my knowledge, I am doing the best that I can, and I know I'm indeed doing what I'm supposed to do. And our relationship is not based on bringing people in. You know, it was something that I think that God intervened in because it was true love. It took me to come out and to speak the truth, like He said. You know, if the truth shall set you free. And then indeed, that's what I did. I exposed my phone, like, you know. So it's like it's not a relationship where we have open and where people could just come in themselves. Just like me, I would not just bring in another woman. And to me, and on my thinking of that as well, I'm a man, and the way I see things is, you know, I'm seeing my two women, and they're only seeing me, you know, and that's just how it is, you know. Seeing another man it's hideous. I mean, I would not tolerate it. Number one.
But isn't that a double standard? Isn't that a double standard right there, Anthony? Now you're saying you're doing the best that you can, and we understand you're doing the best that you can, but the best that you can probably is not the best that they want.
That is something you need to ask them. I think that's something that they need to answer for themselves.
Yes. Okay. So Liana Luan, take this one up, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Is there any lacking in this type of relationship that you yearn for, that you would like more of? Is there any things that you're not getting that you would like more of that Anthony is not providing for you? Just imagine Anthony is not there because you know, otherwise in the back room, you know. Is there a lack? Is there a lack? Is there something else that you want that someone else that you would like to probably get that Anthony's not providing for you right now?
Well, that's Luane.
Yes.
I believe, like, we're so occupied in elevating and doing better,
Right,
and reaching somewhere. I do think there's a thought of, you know, what's missing. Like, we're so, you know, like
into each other.
We're
like, so involved in each other's lives.
I get that. I get that. But Anthony's saying that
so we don't have time.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. But what about? And I'm going to throw some salt in the sauce right now. If Anthony could do it, why you can't do it? If Anthony can have two women, why can't you have two men?
Because I guess it's because there's no reason to have two men.
Well, that's not a thought I have.
It's not something that we want. Some women want that, but it's not something that we want. One is enough. He satisfies us.
Well, if one is enough, why can't Anthony have one?
You should ask him.
Ask him that.
Okay, let me answer that for you.
One is enough. One is enough. One is enough, right? Anthony, is one is enough? Or two is one? Is she said one is enough as far as it relates to the women. So why is two enough? Why is two enough for you and one is enough for them?
Well, okay, let's go. Well, I'm going along to the signs and symbol that nature gave us from the beginning of times. Like you see how in the beginning of times of the Bible, when Solomon and you know, you all used to see how it was at the beginning, you know, and then there's a lot of countries also it's against the law. If a woman defile herself to another man, they will kill her, they'll slaughter her. Even in animals, we watch how nature moving, you will see the male is always attached to more females, but it's always a female that has to stick to a male. Now, just like example, nature also shows you, example, watch a padlock and a key. If you have a key and it opens every single lock, that's a very good key. It's very important. It's a master key. But if you have a padlock and every single key opens that padlock, it ain't good. You have to change that lock. You understand me? So it's not something I think the way it is because guess what? Watch an example. We as men, right? As a woman, if you see, as a man, we can be able to...
Caller, I'll see you on the line. Caller, stay on the line. I'm gonna bring you in next. Go ahead, Anthony. Go ahead.
As a man, right? A man would be able to have sex with multiple different women, and his scent wouldn't change. He would have the same scent. Our body odor, nothing won't change. But if a woman sleeps with just more than one man, her body odor change, her cycles change. A lot of things happen to her. That shows you. That tells a lot. You understand me? That says a lot. So again, the ratio says it all.
The ratio. Okay, so we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. Let's take this call on the line. Caller, you live. Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, New York. Go right ahead, caller.
So,
Brooklyn, New York.
Anthony, Leanne, and Luan. Kudos to you all. I see love. I see passion. I see great relationships. I see everything that is positive. So all the best. My question is,
Thank you.
So how does your family feel? Because you're in St. Lucia, how does your family feel when y'all came out about your relationship?
Well, my family was okay with it at the beginning. Well, at the beginning, my family was just a little confusing, but right now all families are understanding about it because we visit family to family. We're always going by each other's family, you know. So it's like recently, her mother was having a wedding. We all three went to her mother's wedding, and then after that, the other one mother had a wedding, and we all three went, you know. So it's like everybody's aware of it, you know. At the beginning, at the first 2 months, it was like, but now the parents are realizing that their daughters are happy. Their daughters are perfectly happy because I don't bad treat them. I don't handle them. I don't do them anything but love, you know. I give them, I elevate them. I teach them everything that is, you know. So it's like it's an automatic thing for a mother to realize after a while that, hey, what, you know, my daughter is happy. She's not doing anything out. I mean, it's when you watch out there, basically mostly every man has another woman. That's the general thing that we are issuing in society, you know, man cheating with another woman. And here now we are seeing that instead of those two women having a drama on the road or having drama on social media, they decide to not do that. They decide to just get to understanding a positive thing about it. And here we are for 3 years now without any fight, any negativity, you know, and stuff like that. Planning to now make kids together and wanting to born at the same time.
I got it. But eventually we'll grow older, and you and the ladies would want to probably get married, right? And
of course, yes, we are planning on.
Who do you marry? Which one of them?
Both. I'm marrying both of them. Yes, I'm going to marry both of them.
But
Yeah, man, both.
how is that gonna work? Like,
Well, I'm going to. Well, our plans is to travel to a country that would accept us and get married there. You understand me? And then maybe come back to our home. You understand? Yeah.
Interesting stuff. 718-701-5720. We're talking to Anthony, Leanne, and Luan, and they have this very unique relationship, and we're learning about their relationship, guys. And they're not jealous. Look at them. They love the guy. And he don't have to cheat. It's just fair game. It's fair play. And he planned to marry them both. Interesting stuff.
Yeah,
let's take a quick break, right? And when we come back, we're going to open up the phone lines to more of the callers. Guys, you're watching Right Along Live. Don't go nowhere. We shall be right back.
Hey, I got some good news for you. Looking for a passionate immigration lawyer with experience that spans over 2 decades? Someone trusted that served immigrant families just like yours? Well, look no more. Now you can benefit from her personal and professional experience. Diane Winter Funde. Schedule a consultation now and get assistance with your immigration journey. Specialize in adjustment of status, B1 business visa, B2 visitor's visa, consular processing, deportation defense, naturalization, and more. Give us a call today at 813-815-3529. That's 813-815-3529 or online at winterimmigration.com. Attorney Diane Winter Funde. Law done differently.
All right, we're back. We're talking to Anthony, Leanne, and Luan. A very interesting conversation, guys. If you have not shared it yet, I want you guys to share the program right now. This is an interesting conversation.
Okay, guys. Leanne rushed to the bathroom. She's come back.
Oh, Leanne. So we have Luan there. All right, cool. So Luan, good. I get to speak to you. Okay, you know what, Anthony? Do me a favor. Anthony.
Sure. You want me to get?
Let me speak to Harloon.
No problem.
Let me speak to her.
No problem.
Yeah. Let me speak to her. Right. All right. You see, I want Anthony to go in the other room so we could talk. I want to talk to you. Anthony, go in the room. All right, good. Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Do you like everything about this? What about this, right? If you had to talk to a friend, a family member, somebody, and you have to advise them about this type of relationship, right? What are the pros and cons about it? What are the good and bad about it?
Okay. I would say the bad is not being yourself, not being true. I would say that's the bad about it.
Not being true. Let's talk about that. Let's go in on that a little bit. So are you being true to yourself?
Yes, I am.
Right. So what about not being true? What about not being true? Tell us about not being true. Let's zone in on that a little bit. What do you mean by that? and tell Anthony, turn down the volume a little bit on the live, because I'm hearing myself back. So I'm hearing myself back on a playback.
The volume.
On a monitor there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not up here when she's talking later.
Yeah, now I'm hearing you there. Right, yeah. Tell me.
What's true about him?
Yeah.
I think the fact that is just how would I say it? Just real, like he's just straight up to everything, like say how it is.
Yeah. Like
the honesty, just so raw.
Right. But would you okay, since you have a sister, do you have a sister?
A sister, yeah.
Okay, you have a sister.
I have an older sister and I have a little sister.
Okay, a little sister. Let's talk about your little sister. If your little sister came to you and said, Leanne, Luan, listen, I see you and Anthony and Leanne and you guys are doing your thing. I want to do that too. I want to be in a relationship like that. Would you advise her to do it?
Well, I would tell her.
Well, I would say once that man is treating you right, satisfying your needs.
Right.
Once you're happy.
That's what matters. Once you're happy, once he love her, when she love him, nobody.
Right. Once you could handle it, go for it.
Nobody interfere in it. No outsiders. Nobody playing in the head. Because the choice, we all have a choice.
Always.
Right.
We all of us has a choice. You understand?
And that's an individual choice. That's an individual choice. Nobody's telling
Yeah,
It is.
that you should be a part of this. People, I remember I did an interview with Nature Boy. I don't know if you know Nature Boy. You know Nature Boy? You heard about Nature Boy? Nature Boy had about 7 wives. So he had about 7 wives. And when I interviewed him, just like I am interviewing you guys right now, they were sitting back there, and people said, well, how they look as if they like somebody's, was talking to them about it.
Them.
Right? Yeah, but this is an individual choice. This is something that you guys are happy, and this is just things that you guys are love to be a part of.
That's our life. We love our life.
That is
but
great.
If they're not around, I feel incomplete. Basically, that's a stage I reach now.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, nice. Anthony could come back in now, if you feel like it. We got a call on the line, by the way. Caller, you like where you calling us from?
I'll go to the washroom now.
Yeah.
Caller, you like where you calling us from?
Yeah, man.
Caller.
So also,
I think we have a caller. Caller, you there?
Yes, I'm calling from Georgia.
Go ahead, Georgia. Go right ahead.
Yeah, I have a few questions. The young ladies, were they friends before they actually got into that situation, or after they got into the situation they became friends?
Right. Yeah. Were they friends? Were they friends?
No, they were complete strangers. Complete strangers before.
Wow.
They only got to know each other the day I brought them. They have seen each other before because at the time of me hiding them, they bounced up with each other a couple of times, but they wasn't 100% sure. You understand me? So they had a little awareness of each other, but they was not friends at all until that day in the hotel when I put them together. That's when they started to talk to each other. Yeah.
Right.
So,
Carla, go ahead.
So is that somewhat of a situation that they have observed before getting into? So, for example, do they have fathers in their life, or?
Yeah, they have mother and father. Both of them as both parents, both mother and father are alive still. And I deal with both mothers and fathers. They are treating me very okay. I deal with them very, it's perfect because, like I said to you, they are seeing what's going on. I'm treating the daughters it's perfect. I bought the vehicle for them. I have them going. I don't have them just there. They're independent. They're working. They're both working women. And
the fathers are okay with that kind of lifestyle?
Excuse me?
He actually the father. His father is okay with it.
Well, yeah, the fathers are okay with it because.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
They come to our home and check us. The father even sometimes sponsors certain things when we out of we link up them, they'll help us, support us. Yeah, man. Yeah. Very supportive.
In times of need.
Yeah, man.
For Christmas, he gave us a ham.
Yes.
To celebrate.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah,
nice.
We get the support.
Thank you, Georgia. Thank you so much, guys. We open up the phone lines. We're chatting here with Anthony and Leanne and Luan. You know what I'm happy to see here, right?
Yeah.
I'm happy that this is a loving relationship. There don't seem to be any kind of abuse. You say you guys don't get arguments and stuff like that. Because everybody
and we don't go to sleep with any problem. We don't go on to bed vexed at all. Never. We don't go wake up vexed. If we have argument in 5 minutes is the most. We laugh without back, and the argument's always for something little petty, little home stuff, not nothing.
Don't put the shoe there.
Or something.
Right.
That's a little petty thing.
What about women? Women sometimes, are like sometimes very competitive amongst women, right?
Yeah.
Women are sometimes trying to overdo or outdo the next woman, right?
Yes.
And like, do you guys have that problem, Leanne?
No, that's in the beginning of the conversation. If you realize, I said to you that they don't compete among each other at all. So it's nothing like that. Or that one, no competition. Or if Luan, there's no time at all. Like out of the blue, Luan would buy me something and bring me something without Leanne knowing, or Leanne would bring me something without Luan knowing. I don't get that. I always get it, and it's the two of them coming. If they're going in town together, they're going in always on a weekend. They're always together. Every time on the weekend they're off, it's about the two of them. Salon, they go to salon together. They do their nails together. They do their hair together. Luan mother does both of their hair. You know. Yeah, Luan mother does their hair, both of them hair.
I also do braids.
And she do braids. She does hair, and she does tattoos.
And I started to do makeup now.
She does tattoos.
Yes.
So she has a tattoo shop. We have a tattoo shop in St. Lucia.
I think I saw on the video that you guys
yeah, she
right. I think you
Luan
guys
is doing a tattoo.
Doing tattoo and one wow, so talented women. Where one might fall a little bit short, the other one have talent. So you can't get bored. It is not a situation where you will say, well, I'm bored today, because Luan is gonna spark it up and Luan is gonna turn on the fire. It's just
yes, that's exactly what's going on with us. It's always a dull moment. We never just like a relationship, two people that sit down there bored.
Yeah.
We always excite, always, every week, every day we had something. We in the kitchen doing something together, our comments. We just something. We always have something, you know. Yeah. But there is another very interesting story about us that we went through once, where one time we were separated. I do not know if
yes, in Venezuela.
Right. Yes.
Tell me about that.
Yes, she was Luan. She went to Venezuela, and then something went wrong there. She got kidnapped and she was under ransom. They was asking for $10,000 for freedom. And then while me and Leanne in St. Lucia, we up and down we didn't have the money, you know, nothing like that. They were threatening to kill her. They were sending voice notes. She was sending voice notes for me as well, telling me to help her because they have her in a place, they ain't giving her food. They, you know, plus she had a menstrual, they ain't giving her nothing to wear. She bleeding on the ground, concrete, they threw in water, wickedness, you know, and it was a horrible time, you know. And then I couldn't get the money at all until one day I just decided to sacrifice myself. I sacrificed myself. I gave up myself to the guys, and then it was a emotional thing.
Yeah. So Leanne, and that is I saw the story and it was very touching. So how did you get Leanne out of Venezuela to reunite with you and Luan?
No, it was Luan. She was Luan.
Getting it mixed up.
Yes. Sorry.
So
when I didn't get the money, I got a ticket. I bought a ticket and I sent pictures of the ticket showing them that I'm going to come up and I'm going to sacrifice myself. I'm going to give up myself so that she can get free up, you know. I'd rather give up myself and let her go because she's a female. And I went up. I met a woman. The woman picked me up and had me drive for about a day or two on the road driving to where she was because she was far up there, you know. And then we spent up there like almost like a year. We spent a year up there trying to come out of Venezuela, a whole year, trying our best. When I reached up there now, and I was stuck too now because the guys there, my passport, I had to surrender my passport to them. I had to be like, you know, I can't go nowhere, I can't lie, I can't nothing, and they have us now. They didn't free her up because when I surrendered myself, they did not give her up. They didn't leave her. They didn't let her go. So they hold me too. They hold us now, and then they were demanding now. I know because I'm the man. I have links to call for money, you know, and it was a tough time making calls. Nobody ain't sending no money, nothing, you know. And then it was just a day God, you know. It took a day God and sent a miracle. I went out on the road with two other guys, and police hold us. When the police arrested me on the road, one of the men that was driving the vehicle, he was not really for what was going on. So when they arrest us in the station in Venezuela, you know, they put us inside, and then I had about 300 US in my pocket at the time. So I speak fluent Spanish. I could speak fluent Spanish. So I started negotiating with the police. We're going to give them money to drop us because we had no crime, we have nothing, you know. So when I paid the money, I paid them the police to drop us. They drop us. So the driver was the driver all the time. I thought it was a driver. He was a boss man all the time. So when I paid the money, they drop us. He was like feeling like a sympathy. He told me, he don't like what's going on. He's going to help us, and then he brought us to the place. He took Amber, he took us, take our bags and thing. It turned up in a problem because he put himself in a problem with the guys that had us held up, and then brought us to his home, And we go to his home. It was an ex-tribulation. We at his home. We stayed a long while trying to best to help us. When we got the man home now, he himself wants us to help. We have to pay him because he paid the debt for us to be free. He paid the fellas off, but now we have to pay him first to leave. So he was willing to let me go back to St. Lucia and hold Amber, and I had to go back to St. Lucia to go and get my assets and whatever sold and try and make it happen. So I had to leave out in Venezuela again and go back to St. Lucia after that. And God saved me. I got the money. I had to do what I did. I got the money. I do what I had to do and pay all what I had to pay. And then I got a freedom after a year after that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
understanding the trials, the tribulation, the problem, the stress, the headache, everything that you went through, and you guys are here now. I suspect you said something earlier. This is true love. This is not just a phase. I mean, you put yourself out there to get her, to protect her. And you guys are a unique couple. Well, not a couple. You guys are a unique threesome. And you're making it work. So it is true love. And I see it. I absolutely see it.
We are so happy. Trust me. Honestly, we have no problem. We went through tribulation already. We have been through bad times where we share. We have been through times where we had one plate of food to share just for the three of us because it was so hard on us. We have been through moments where we didn't have no vehicle, nothing. We just us, and then we make it now. We have our vehicles. We doing it. We helping. We all making it happen. So it's not like we just there. We passed through all tribulations already, all kind of rocky roads. Together.
Right.
So we know what it's like to not. We know what it's like to don't have. We share a ramen already amongst us free. That's to show you a ramen amongst the three of us. We have nothing and we just there because, and then we make it happen. Right now, all of us working, all of us successful, all of us, we're doing it as a team.
That's good. That's good. I'm gonna take a last call on the line, 718-015-720. We're talking again to Anthony and his two girlfriends, Leanne, Luan, and Anthony. I get it right. and I mean, true love. Right? Call us up, guys. 718-701-5720. Let's chat with them. We'll take one last call before we wrap it up. 718-701-5720. Someone messaged me and just told me that they was in a relationship like that. And there's nothing wrong with these types of relationship. The hard part about it is coming to the acceptance and the realization that you want to be a part of this relationship, because I think it's in the human nature. A lot of in human nature to want to be authoritative, like to want to be that one person, to want to be that main crab in the hole, right?
Yeah.
And whenever we have this type of anything else coming that threaten our authority,
you see that part there. That part is left up to the man to play his role, to make sure that he can create balance between those women, to never allow them to feel that any sort of insecurity or anything like that. That part is up to the man. He has to be rich in mind, like I said, not in pocket, but in mind, to make it happen. You have two women, none of them are feeling like no side. They have no side chick there. They have no outside. They have nothing like that there. Both of them are my main women. So when I give them that feeling, so there's no problem. They have that feeling. They are special. They have none of them that feeling, oh, she getting treated more than me, or she, no. They are satisfied with the way I treat both of them. So, there's no problem. And they are aware,
Yeah. I get it. No, I seriously get it. And I think the main thing about it, which we could all agree that there's love. I can see the love. She just nicely resting her head on you and Luan. Am I getting it right now? Luan, the one with the bando? Luan, the one with the bando? Leanne. Before the show end. So Leanne, you look over there and she's hugging up your boyfriend and it's
our
funny.
boyfriend.
That's all your man. That's all your man. That's both of all your man. Yeah, and there's no problem with that. It just that get into that acceptance. And as I said, everybody want to be authoritative. Everybody want to feel like they are the queen or the king. But if both of you guys feel the same way and you get in everything that you need from the
man,
man,
fight to work with the guys out there. You guys don't be on them sneaking shit. You mustn't be no sneaking. You know, be real for women. Because the two of them are aware of the two of them, so I don't have time to sneak out with her. Or if I feel like having intercourse with them, I sneak in out. No, it's a real thing. There's no, it's not no, it's a long-term thing we are there. No short-term like it's a free something. No, it's everybody get the respect. It's my two women, and I treat them that way. You know. Yeah,
right. Man. Nice. Guys, if all you have any more questions, call in right now. We're about to shut it down. 718-701-5720. I'm taking last call. 718-701-5720. Anthony, give us some last words. People that are watching right now, relationships that are going through crisis, men who feel that they have to sneak out and cheat and have 3-4 women on the side, and you know how that does go. What advice do you have for mending fragile or mashed up relationship?
Well, that's a good example. I wish a lot of men would take up on, because I know it's something. It's in human nature and our nature that one woman, we always feel that it's not enough. We always have that, you know, and it's not a woman's fault to have that jealous thing in them, because that's in their nature. It's in the nature to be jealous and be ignorant and stuff like that. It takes you to be that center to make that, make it happen. So I would say is you have to also know the kind of woman that you bring into your life, your circle too. You don't just go out there and just take any other woman. It's people that you could trust. When there's trust in the relationship, you could trust those two women. There's a chemistry among them. You allow them to be treated. Don't sneak. Like I said, you don't be sneaking around. Like today, I'll leave her in the bed and I'll sneak out just to go downstairs to go with. No, it's a real thing. So for the women, you all are queens, and that side chick thing, I wish one day that would just dissolve. Every woman deserves to be treated as a queen. Every woman deserves to be treated as a queen, whether you're a side chick or not. It's the man now there to step up this game and see that you are a queen as well. And if you can handle it or not, it's up to you. Because I can't force people into that. But if it works for you, there's nothing wrong with it. Don't make society or people negative comments put you in your shell, because that's the main problem we have right now. So people negative mind and the women getting afraid. No, out there, those are two strong women. They are strong women. They're a good example of strong women, because instead of they're on the Facebook or social media going out there and they come to a mutual understanding, they're already aware they're already aware that there's something they cannot fight, because it's a normal thing that a relationship, women out there will call about Stacy for 12 years and Stacy's still there, So, and then she ain't going nowhere because the man keep doing the same routine thing. So it's like, this is an end to that. That's the only solution to that, that negativity. They're together, no problem, and that's just how it is, It works for me. I'm happy with the two of them. It's a team. It's it's awesome. Trust me, it's very awesome. Honestly.
Yeah, I got you. We got a caller on the WhatsApp right now. Caller, go right ahead. Hello. Caller, you there? All right, hold on. Let's try this next caller on the WhatsApp. Caller, go right ahead.
Yes, man. This is everybody. Most people know me as the jungle. Yeah, to you guys, man. I must say, this is really amazing. It is kind of unusual for some people, and we accept so many other type of things, But and what you have is really best of so good people, best of luck, and two lovely ladies. And keep it going, man, and be strong. Blessings to you guys.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, caller.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Man.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
A lot of support.
And if you guys want to see more, if you guys want to see more of us, we have our page where we just put all our stuff, polygamic relationship goals. I will also send a link for you so you could we have our YouTube page as well. We have our YouTube channel. We starting to make everybody see what we're doing, So it's
nice.
It's a good inspiration,
Nice. Well, listen, we're gonna keep in touch. Hold on, I think we got one other person on the WhatsApp standby. I call you live on the WhatsApp. Go right ahead. Yeah. You're live now. Go ahead. Hello? Yeah, go ahead.
Anthony, good night, boss. Good night.
Yeah, man, big up.
Yeah.
Big up, man.
Yeah, he said big up. You won't be able to hear him, but he's hearing you.
I hear you, yeah, man, big up.
Yeah, good night. I just want to share my views on this one.
Yes.
It's a very strange situation. I just here watching, listening, and laughing go away. There's a sample relationship there, man. I like to see that.
Nice. That song like Prince.
I don't try to tell them ladies, it's better you know than you don't know.
Yeah, it's better you know.
Better you know, you know.
And right now, even though you don't know, it's because it's there. So once the ladies and them agree with it, just go to brother and support you 100%.
Yeah, man.
Big up. Yeah, a lot of support coming from the men. And I want to find out probably on a later program, if we decide to bring you guys on, how other women feel about it. And men would support it. Men would, a lot of men would like to have a situation where, you know, okay, I don't want to put my foot in my mouth now because I'll get in trouble. But hey, all you happy that all I go say, keep it going. Anthony, big up to you, my friend.
Big up,
we're gonna follow you guys on your social media. What's your social media handles again? Where could we find you?
My Facebook is Chef Anthony, but my page is Polygamy Goals, you know.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then on YouTube is Polygamy 758.
Okay. Hold on.
Well, I'm gonna send a link for you so that you could show it to your guys and you know.
Yes, I'll put it out there. When you share it. We got another call on the WhatsApp. Sorry. Call on the WhatsApp. Go right ahead. From England.
Hi, good night.
Go ahead. Yes. Hi.
Hi, good night. I will not be judgmental because everybody have their own life to live. But I just have a question for the young ladies. Like, what do your family says about it? Like, what is your family intake on you being with a guy that has another woman, or you being in a polygamous relationship?
They spoke about it earlier, but I guess they'll answer again. Listen to the answer on the live, because you won't be able to hear them on the WhatsApp. So go ahead, listen to them on the live, okay?
Yeah, well, their families are aware, both.
Right.
Yeah, man, both families are aware. Their parents, both mother and father, are alive, and we all visit each other's family, you know. Everybody's okay. We have no problem, nothing, no issues, nothing, because, like I said, the families are seeing that they're happy. I'm not treating them bad, you know, done no negative stuff. The only thing that is in social media about them is positive stuff alone, you know, our pictures, our videos, and, you know, I make them enjoy every single moment that they can, you know.
Yeah.
For me, it's all about them.
Send me this, Anthony. Send me the link, and I'm gonna share it over on right along, and we're gonna continue to follow you guys. And feel free to come back on anytime. And let me know how things going, because
whenever you're ready, man. Just link us, man. We'll come back.
Absolutely, we appreciate you.
Yeah, man.
So much.
Whenever you're ready,
Luann, and Anthony, thank you guys. We're gonna keep in touch and chat again. Okay.
Screenshot.
All right. Okay. Nice. All right.
Bye.
All right. Yeah, guys.